And your mind is just constantly under attack in this modern day. I mean, your attention span is fucking ruined. Your ability to focus is fucking ruined. It's all ruined. Everything is ruined. Around 40 to 46% of Gen Z, that's all Gen Z, not just like teenagers, everyone. And they report of having some form of diagnosed mental health, whether that be anxiety, depression, or ADHD. Those were the three most common. And your mind is just under attack. All this stimulation is creating so much like extra anxiety and stuff. So like mental health is a real concern. I mean, don't be a fucking pussy about it. Like just like make an excuse of why your like whole life sucks, right? And I mean, it can like your whole life does get better when your mental health does. Like your whole life will improve, your physical health will improve. But like, don't use it as an excuse, right? Because you should be using as much energy at that point to just help fix it, right? Because it impacts you so much. Your brain wasn't really like designed for all this fucking stimulation, right? Most people can't really like sit with their own thoughts anymore. I do this all the time where I'll just fucking like sit, stare out the window or at the wall or some shit. And I really like it. Actually, is a really enjoyable experience. And once you learn to like enjoy that, it's kind of a weird thing to like do, but like it is. I like doing it for some reason. Um, and we like kind of turned like distraction into a lifestyle, which it really shocked me when I wrote that down for like an idea for this video. And I was like, distraction into a lifestyle. Yeah, you know what? That's kind of true. Because when you do all these bad habits, it's a distraction from whatever you're trying to like numb. It's just kind of stupid way to think about it, but literally people do that. So, and your mind is like so chaotic, but that's like normal for you, right? It's not, you don't have a quiet, simple mind anymore. And that's because like everybody else does. And so like you just think it's like normal, but our minds are not supposed to do that. Cavemen, fucking 100,000 years ago, they didn't have like brains like that. That's not how it works. And ooh, interesting, kind of weird thing, but like in this book called *Sapiens*, it talks about how like us humans were evolving like super quickly in like height and intelligence, and we plateaued. And you know what made us plateau? Eating vegetables. It started when agriculture started. And I was like, whoa, so eating vegetables actually makes you fucking stupid, basically, and tiny. So I mean, it's why I eat really only meat and um, rice. Pretty much that's my whole diet. Back to the actual thing. Modern life, like you literally make money from fractured like attention, from like breaking people's attention spans. Like literally, these companies make billions a year. Maybe even some of them make fucking trillions a year. Like, you know, turning your attention span to just dust, right? Like fucking Meta and YouTube and fucking what else? TikTok. They make billions ruining your attention span, right? And I tell people this all the time, and you're like, they just think I'm fucking crazy or something. And it's because a lot of people like don't realize that, and like the environment literally shapes your mental state. If you're living in like a constant state of panic, then your mind is going to be shaped to be in a constant state of panic, like prey, you know. And that's why structure is so necessary to prevent chaos. And that's why like I have a whole routine, so I know exactly what I'm doing every single day at what time of the day. And that feels really nice because I don't have to worry about what I'm gonna do. I don't have to think about what I'm gonna, do at 5 p.m. And structure creates familiarity, which counteracts like if especially if I ADHD, like I have ADHD, it's like this impulsive novelty seeking thing. It's why like when I would when I was like thinking about what I wanted to do for business, right? I would like change it up every few fucking months because like that's my impulsive novelty seeking mind doing that where it's like I was gonna do like a political podcast, and then I wanted to do this, and then I quit this, and then I did the political podcast, and then before that I wanted to be a producer. Now I'm like pretty dead set on doing this because I really like this and I think it's really helpful to the world. And this kind of stuff really helped me when I was in a really bad place. So I think I'm sticking with this, but that's the novelty seeking mind, trying to seek novelty, seek something new all the time. And that's a huge issue because it can be very expensive and like just adding structure to your life and getting rid of the thinking process and the distractions seriously seriously positively impacts your life. I'm telling you. Because if I hadn't like stuck with this, I'd be doing something fucking random right now. I'd be like doing some random like podcast or some shit, right? And I hadn't stuck with doing this like type of video on this channel. I'd be doing some random bullshit that I don't know. It would be just when your life is like a rolling dice, and you're like rolling the dice to like see what you're gonna do next. Like that's not really like a good way to live. You're like living like a nomad, except the nomad is like your lifestyle instead of like going, like nomads that like move around all places. But like it's like spinning the wheel. You don't know what it's like fucking gambling your whole life, right? It's just not good for you. So that novelty seeking impulsiveness, you have to just take that by the neck and just strangle it, right? And that's how structure does, right? That's what structure does. It creates that familiarity. And so that helps your mind be less chaotic, less overstimulated, and hopefully you can not have to use that medication at all to 40, that 46% of you, and I'm in that 46%. Uh, we don't have to, I don't use medication and I manage just fine. So it's not about using medication or going to fucking go to therapy or whatever. It's not about that. It's about can you create enough structure in your life so that you have familiarity and you lose that novelty seeking impulsiveness that takes control of your life. Once you don't have that, you're fine, right? It's almost like you don't even have ADHD. Sometimes I'll still like, like I'll be making a video and I'll realize like, oh shit, I went off like on a random fucking tangent, right? And that's that novelty seeking impulsive like behavior. So it's really difficult to like do this. Like this is not like an easy thing to implement because it's really hard to stay on a routine. But I guarantee you that structure and that familiarity that routine will create will seriously positively impact your life. So just give it a try. Like I'm actually going to make a video about how to make a routine pretty soon here. You should see it coming out in the next week or so. And I really hope you find value in that so that, you can help do not, fucking do a whole new thing every 3 months, right? So do it makes you stronger. No, it makes you feel good.